Alright, I hope from yesterday's video you understand the value of establishing a training plan. Having a plan will help you filter out distractions, break down a monumental task into bite-sized chunks, and help you commit to a process rather than hoping for a goal. But before we start laying out a plan for achieving a newer, faster, stronger, better self, we need to determine where we stand today. This won't only help you develop a plan that will actually meet your needs, it will help keep you safe along the way too. So, safety first. Before you engage in any vigorous exercise activity, it's good to know where your limitations for what you can do are. Here are some questions you should ask yourself or a physician if you haven't had a physical exam in a while. Has your physician ever said that you have a heart condition and that you should only do physical activity that they recommend? Do you feel pain in your chest when you do physical activity? In the past month, have you had chest pain when you were not doing physical activity? Do you lose your balance because of dizziness? Or do you ever lose consciousness? Do you have a bone or joint problem that could be made worse by a change in your physical activity? Is your physician currently prescribing drugs for your blood pressure or a heart condition? Do you know of any other reason you should not do physical activity? If you answered yes to any of the above, you need to go get checked out before beginning a training program. You don't want to create a plan that will land you in the hospital or early grave. If you answered no, then you can be reasonably sure you're in good enough shape to start a program. But you may still want to get checked out because there may still be something you are unaware of that can be a nasty surprise during a run. A good pre-screening should also include your medical history, body mass index measurement, waist girth, blood cholesterol, blood glucose, and blood pressure, with special attention being paid to these risk factors. A family history of cardiovascular disease, including heart attack, bypass surgery, or sudden death of a first-degree male relative, so a father, son, or brother, before age 55, or a heart attack, bypass surgery, or sudden death in a first-degree female relative, sister, mother, daughter, before age 65. A current smoker or those who have quit within the last 6 months, a blood pressure at rest at or above 140/90, confirmed by 2 measurements, or use of blood pressure medication, a total blood cholesterol at or above 200 milligrams per deciliter, or an HDL cholesterol at or below 35 milligrams per deciliter. A fasting blood glucose at or above 110 milligrams per deciliter, confirmed by 2 measurements. A BMI above 30, or waist girth greater than 100 centimeters. A sedentary lifestyle defined as failure to accumulate 30 minutes or more of moderate physical activity most days of the week. Or any other known chronic illness. Tell the screener if you have any of the following signs or symptoms of cardiovascular and pulmonary disease. Pain or discomfort in the chest, neck, jaw, or other areas that may be due to poor blood flow, shortness of breath at rest or with mild exertion, periodic dizziness, unusual heartbeat, heart murmur or episodes of rapid heart rate, previous episodes of blood clot formation, unusual fatigue with normal activities. Based on these factors, you can be placed in one or of 3 possible Scm risk classifications. First, you have low risk, which exhibits 1 or no risk factors above, no signs or symptoms of cardiovascular or pulmonary disease, either a male under 45 or female under 55, and with that, a physical exam is nice, but it's not required. Or a moderate risk category, where you exhibit 2 or more of those risk factors. You're a male over 45 or female over 55. No signs or symptoms of cardiovascular or pulmonary disease. A physical exam is recommended, but only need medical clearance for vigorous exercise. And finally, high risk category, where there's any signs or symptoms of cardiovascular or pulmonary disease, and these people should get a physical exam and medical clearance before exercise of any intensity. And if over 69, then you should definitely get checked out. Obviously, everyone is different, but if you have any concerns or questions, you should always get checked out first. If you feel your status for any of these risk factors changes after you start a new exercise program, then you should get checked out too. Aside from these very serious considerations, we all have the usual ups and downs with our health that can throw us off course for a few days or weeks. Generally speaking though, if your symptoms are above the neck and minimal, such as a runny nose, headache, scratchy throat, etc., then you can go ahead and do your normal workout if you feel up to it. You may want to cut the intensity and volume accordingly, but trying to do something is better than doing nothing. Sometimes the exercise and all the physical boosts it provides may be enough to help you feel better. However, if you feel worse after starting, you can downshift the workout even further or stop altogether. However, if the symptoms are below the neck, such as coughs, chills, vomiting, achy muscles, fever, sore throat, etc., don't even try to work out. You need rest. Trying to train through this level of illness risks making it even more serious, which can leave you sidelined for months. It's better to miss a few days of training to get the rest you need. If you're currently feeling ill due to a temporary illness, such as a cold, then you can delay starting your program or do something that isn't as intensive to start before resuming your program at full intensity. But that's all just for figuring out what may or may not kill you. You also need to ask yourself, what is my current fitness level? Good, bad, superior, abysmal? The answer doesn't matter because it's only going up from here. The point of answering the question is to provide you with a baseline figure that will help you plan a workout program tailored to your individual needs. This will help avoid overtraining, undertraining, and decrease the risk of injuries. You can either have a coach or trainer guide you through a fitness screening or do some fairly simple tests yourself. There are 4 categories that determine a person's physical fitness level, including body composition, flexibility, muscular strength and endurance, and aerobic endurance. Body composition describes the amount of fat, muscle, bone, and water in the body. There are many ways a person can measure their body composition, like air displacement, plethysmography, and bioelectrical impedance analysis. But let's keep it simple with a body mass index measurement. The body mass index, or BMI, is an indicator of your percentage of body fat. To find your own BMI, you take your weight in pounds and divide it by your height in inches squared. Then you multiply this number by 703. Or you can just check out the nice table from the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute that's linked in the article below. But be careful with BMI. While weight and height affect body fat, they are not direct measurements of fat themselves. The American Council on Exercise recommends analyzing BMI in addition with other body composition assessments to get the most accurate results. Unless you're a past gymnast or dancer, your flexibility will more than likely be poor. This is due to the natural aging of your body, poor posture, and the lack of stretching. While there are mixed results on whether or not stretching is actually beneficial for increasing sport performance, stretching does increase flexibility, and flexibility is important to our fitness. The main way flexibility helps our fitness is that it allows our joints to move through their full range of motion. This enables the muscles to work effectively and decrease the chance of injury. To measure flexibility, we use the good old-fashioned sit and reach test. It's exactly what the name suggests. You sit down and reach as far as possible. Here's how to do it. Place a measurement tool securely on the floor, such as a yardstick or tape measure. Sit with your legs slightly open to where the yardstick is in between them and your soles of your feet are even with the 1 foot mark. Slowly reach forward and hold the position for 2 seconds. Note the distance reached. Repeat 2 more times and see what your results are. Some sports rely more on muscular endurance, like running, while other sports rely more on muscular strength, like football. A muscular strength and endurance test will measure how powerful your muscles are and the ability to sustain the power over a given period of time. In order to find our muscular strength and endurance, we will use a push-up test. Push-ups are a great way to test strength and endurance because you lift nearly 75% of your entire body weight with each repetition. Maintaining proper push-up form, you should try and complete as many push-ups as possible before you need to stop and rest. Once you break form and stop, you're done. Aerobic endurance, also referred to as cardiovascular endurance, aerobic endurance is the ability to continuously exercise for an extended amount of time. It is dependent on the maximum amount of oxygen your body can intake, so it's called your VO2 max, and the efficiency of the muscles to then use this oxygen. The more aerobically fit you are, the more efficient your body is at using the oxygen you take in. As you can guess, endurance sports like running, cycling, and swimming place a heavy reliance on aerobic fitness. A simple way to measure aerobic fitness is the 1.5 mile test. Find a track or other flat surface, spend 10 to 15 minutes conducting a proper warm-up, and when you're ready, attempt to complete the 1.5 miles as quick as possible. Your finishing time will give you a sense of your aerobic fitness level. After you have completed each fitness test, take some time to see where you are at. The tables that are in the attached document below categorize results and will help you determine your current fitness level. Remember, don't be discouraged if your results are not what you are expecting. The whole point of this training plan is to get you where you want to go. All right, With that out of the way, we can finally start developing your first training plan. Thank you for watching our video. I hope you found something of value in it that will help you take steps towards achieving your goals, whatever they may be. If you have any questions or comments about today's topic, please drop a comment below or shoot me an email at info@fitenable.net. I want to know what topics or information you all are looking for that we can cover in future videos that will be helpful to you. And if you don't mind, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or like our Facebook page and share this video with your friends and family. They might find something of value in it too, and it's a big help to us to continue providing these videos. We aren't just an information company, we are also a take action company too. So don't forget to check out our complete race calendar at fitandableproductions.com to find your next event so you can put what you learned here into action. Knowing what you need to do doesn't matter if you don't actually do it. All of our races, with everything from mile to marathon, help support one or more local great charitable organizations that provide much needed services in our community. As always, thank you for racing with Fit and Able.